Hey, hey, hey. Oops. I don't normally take drops, but this is the Wheel of Fortune. 10. Some of you might be like work in a factory and things are malfunctioning, so the Wheel of Fortune will be turning like not in your favor. Like factory manufacturing positions. And it's not your fault. That's just like a product of management not giving you like the machinery or the tools are malfunctioning, but it's not your fault. They're probably just old and outdated. But that's very specific. For others, Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Someone around you thinks that you spin around their axis, like they are all consuming, and they think that you are spinning like at their like beck and call, or I don't really know how to explain that, but Ace of Wands, like they think that they are almost like a magician, like able to manipulate energy and like light a fire under anything, and then therefore create and control, create and then control. It could be a fire sign, but it doesn't need to. I think it's just more the energy. Yeah. And then the Emperor. So it could be a fire sign, could be an Aries. Someone who, I think, it's not that it didn't come up in reverse, but this is someone who abuses power, master manipulator. And I kind of wanted to say that like this is like the almost like the Magician card, and that's at the bottom of the deck, which is so creepy because this is someone. It's like they think, and whether it's true or not, I don't know, but like they think that they can control your fortune and your future, which is right. Like this is their crystal ball, all consuming, with the Emperor. And the Emperor can be someone who you look up to. Absolutely. Number 4, stability. It could be. But that's not how I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it as someone who takes advantage of other people only for their benefit, for their financial gain, I think. Tell me about the Emperor. Tell me about the Emperor. King of Swords, one more for the Emperor. King of Swords with the Knight of Cups. So this could be people or it could be energies. So we've got air and water, but water in reverse. So like Knight of Cups typically is someone who's coming in like very passionate and like fired up with an offer, a message, something that they need to say, but something couldn't be said or something didn't turn out the way that they wanted. I think that this Emperor is shrewd because, clarifying with the King of Swords, it's someone who, yes, is definitely the master of words, communicating, but then they can also really be a master manipulator as it relates to the way that they can communicate. They can really they can control the conversation as the Emperor. And then especially with the King of Swords, there can totally be an abuse of power here. So there's definitely a power struggle. And someone has a hold of someone. It's like almost like he has like the whole world like in control and power like in his hands. And there's like I see like hands here, world at his fingertips. Everything he touches, it seems like, is gold, but it's not built on. It's funny that Emperor's number 4. which is the card of, you know, staying power and stability. But we know that anything built with this type of manipulative mall energy will probably come crumbling down or cause some sort of chaos or embarrassment for this person that you might be dealing with. That's muy interesante. Let's see what else we got. And then the Emperor came out in reverse and in a totally separate deck. So like I knew that like he's no good. No good. Could be an Aries. And then, I mean, and then the Wheel of Fortune came out first. And then do you see that there's that same wheel behind him? He thinks he's in control, and he is for right now, maybe. And it could be, this could be female as well, but it's a male energy. But he thinks that he has the power. Like, look at his wand here. And then his wand here. He's got access, and his hands are in everything, and he thinks that he has like a monopoly on something or a hold on you, or is in control of whether you are like fated or like whether you will have fortune. And this could have been like something related to something that happened in 2014, maybe 2010, I don't know. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So like literally, I mean, I'm not kidding. So this is the second card that flew out, just literally flew out. So we had the Ace of Wands upright. The Ace of Wands in a separate deck just came out in reverse. So this is like, this is the when this happens, when like two cards come out simultaneously, two separate decks, up, one's right side up, one's upside down. These are conflicting energies, and it's not just like the reversal. It's like there's so much more to the story. It's not just a reversal. There are two of the same cards. One's right side up, and then one's upside down. Tell me about that duality. Oh, we had the Magician here upright, and the Magician in reverse. I'm not even making this up, Jay. And the Magician's in reverse. So Magician upright, Magician reverse. So let me back up, bro, again. So we had in two separate decks, the Emperor came up upright. Second deck came out in reverse. And this is in like sequential order. We have the Ace of Wands upright in the first deck, and then I pulled from the second deck, same order, Ace of Wands in reverse. Then we had the Magician, right? Upright, different deck, Magician card in reverse. It's like, and then we also have the Empress in reverse. But before I get to that, the opposition of these cards. Okay. The energy, like either someone's like beyond confused, I'm confused, but it's conflict. It's not only is it that, but like someone's trying to make, I think, you confused, so that you're even more in a position where you don't have you'll never have the upper hand. You're so confused, you don't know you're like right side up or you're upside down. Maybe that's why the cards are going different ways, so that you will never have the hand or the upper hand that this Emperor does as it relates to whatever this Wheel of Fortune means. And then we have the Empress in reverse come out, which tells me something that maybe like a relationship or a business partnership that you think or you thought was being nurtured or that was in good hands is absolutely not. And this is, again, like Empress in reverse is like a master manipulator in the way that like they think like they come off as very like, I care for you, I want the best for you, but it's quite the contrary. And like this is like a very like, I think like dangerous combination, like the two of these in reverse, the Emperor and the Empress. 3 and 4. 7. 3 and 4, 7, which is like all about options, thoughts, making you get caught up, like thinking like in your head, like, and confusing you. And I think you're confused right now. I'm gonna stop pulling from this deck. Best advice. There's so much fire on the board. I have to think it's like building something. I don't think this is like a love reading. So, but I mean, it could be, but I don't think it is. Best advice is the 6 of fire and the Queen of fire. So 6 of wands, Queen of wands. It's mind over matter. 6 of wands talks about a victory and talks about coming out on top and talks about, you know, overcoming, standing tall and kind of like rising to the challenge. With the Queen of fire, who is someone who is generally very confident and graceful, the most intelligent of the queens. Don't underestimate your power. And you have this like incredible creativity, like to build. This person also thinks, like it's conflicting energies. They think that they have a better understanding of whatever it is that you're involved with, that you're trying to maybe build together. I don't know, but you need to assert your independence and show that you two can not only like add to the piece of a pie and like make this like a, you know, something worth a victor. It like, I don't know, like I keep hearing like victory, like you will receive public recognition or awards or this other, I think it's a male energy, but it could be female. I think it's male energy. Someone's going to receive an award, and I think it all comes down to who conducts themselves in with that grace and that confidence and doesn't try and like sneak around the system. Because with all these like reversals, it's like this, like these conflicting energy. I think with the reversals on the bottom here, we have whoever you're dealing with, and then I think we have you on the top who's genuinely like the Emperor upright with the Ace of Wands upright and the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune can turn in your favor if you're the Emperor and you are someone who is a leader that someone can come to for advice, who is, you know, Emperors are usually typically great bankers, traders, lawyers. These are like counsel, and are able to create beautiful and, you know, prosperous ventures because they have all this knowledge, like the Magician. But in reverse, it's just the opposite. It's manipulating. It is a master manipulator, knows like Mercury how to use their words to get whatever the fuck they want. And then it's like it's like pulling wool over someone's eyes. It's like, I have this beauty, like this is what I'm like, this is what I can give you, this is what I can offer you. But like the Knight of Cups in reverse, it's bullshit. Best advice is 6 of Wands, Queen of Wands. Stand tall in your ground. If you assert yourself and don't let anyone step all over you, you will come out on top instead of this other like motherfucker who, I like hate it. I want to pull like one more card. Don't be afraid to fly on your own, too. You don't need this person. And that's for, like, someone. You really don't. I think some of you think you would never be okay on your own. That's also, that's a fallacy. And I think that's again, like, the confusion, like, in the befuddlement that they put in you. Eight of Cups in reverse. Don't walk away from whatever this is. Don't let them scare you. Don't let them make you feel like they have the one up on you, and that this will don't walk. Eight of Cups talks about walking away to calmer waters. Don't let them buy you out of the deal or tell you that this isn't worth, like, going for. Four of these cups have water coming out of them. There is abundance. Maybe someone's telling you that, like, I feel like, yeah, someone's telling you that, like, oh, this is, you shouldn't go you shouldn't go after this. This is like a well run dry. It's you know, it won't benefit you, like, and they're lying. It's bullshit. They're trying to play you a fool in reverse. But the final two cards are two sixes. Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups. You'll be in the position where you're able to balance the scales and give to others, and I think you definitely would if you stuck this through and didn't walk away. So stick it through. I mean, 6, 6, 6, 3 sixes. Six of Cups talks about thinking of times that were great in the past, and maybe this is a person you definitely grew up with, or like you think you know well, and you're thinking of the good times, but you can't. People are capable of changing. I'm not saying that everyone is, you know, out to get you, but this is for someone particular. You can't keep cutting people breaks because you knew them for a while and you feel no, you're obligated to, like, at the end of the day, like, you do have to look out for you, and I feel like a lot of you don't do enough of that. You have Six of Fire, Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles. The only six we're missing is the Six of Air, which talks about going to calmer waters. That missing tells me that the real best advice is that you need to be worrying about you right now, and that's not being selfish. You need to be thinking about ways to navigate this, literally, like if you're in a boat and, like, you're in rocky seas, how to get to calmer water, because right now, whoever you're dealing with, this person is just causing turbulence. So victory can be yours, but you just have to make a decision on whether you're going to cut your losses sooner. This person will bring you down. They've already started. Cut your losses now, because I feel like some of you are definitely in the hole, like $600,000 in the hole. So thanks, guys. See you soon. Okay. Love and light. No, but really, you've got this. And you know you do. So that's like the most annoying part of it. It's like, you know this, and like, you know, when you have that, like, gut feeling and listen to it. It will never, ever, ever fail you. You'll be kicking yourself later when you realize, oh shit, yes, that was my gut telling me exactly what to do. So, with that, have a good night. Toodles.